That night I tried to be invisible at my parents' dinner table. Precious and Raymond sat side by side, the perfect power couple, their fingers laced together. Meanwhile, I pushed my rice around my plate, praying nobody noticed how tense I was. My mother, of course, was too busy telling Raymond about all the embarrassing things Precious did as a child, and she used to cry if she didn't get the pink plastic cup Mom was saying, cackling. "Mom!" Precious protested, half laughing. Raymond smiled warmly, like a man thoroughly in love. Maybe he was. Maybe I was reading meaning into nothing. But every so often, his gaze slid to me, soft, heavy, like a question neither of us dared voice. "Naomi," Daddy said suddenly, jolting me back. "How is the project going?" I cleared my throat. "It's going well, sir. We've identified 3 schools That's my girl," Mommy interrupted, beaming. "Hardworking. You see, Precious, you married a man who knows how to bring out the best in everyone." Precious rolled her eyes. "Yes, Mommy." I smiled tightly, wishing the floor would open up and swallow me. Because in that moment, I realized exactly what was happening. Raymond was the first person who ever believed in me without comparing me to my sister. And that, more than his money or his charm, was the most dangerous thing of all. It was after another long day of planning, when I was packing up my furs, that he stopped me. "Stay," he said softly, "just for a drink. You've worked so hard." I should have said no, God knows I should have, but instead, I sank into the sofa while he poured 2 glasses of red wine. We talked about everything but the project, music, childhood, what it felt like to have so much responsibilities on your shoulders. And then, maybe because the wine loosened my tongue, maybe because the house was so quiet, I whispered, "Sometimes I feel like I've spent my whole life standing behind Precious, like there was never room for me to shine." He looked at me with an intensity that made my throat tighten. "Naomi," he said slowly, "you have no idea how remarkable you are, and you deserve to be seen." His words lit something inside me. I knew it was wrong, but in that moment, all I could think was how much I wanted him to keep looking at me like that. And before I could stop myself, I asked the question that would change everything. "Raymond, if you hadn't met Precious first, would you have chosen me?" His eyes searched me. "Yes," he said simply. "I think I would have." The next day were a blur of work and avoidance. I tried to keep my distance. He tried to pretend nothing had changed. But the tension only grew. It happened on a Friday evening. We had stayed late to finish proposals, the house dim and hushed around us. I was gathering my things when he stepped closer. "Naomi, don't," I said, voice trembling. "Please." But he didn't stop. He lifted my hand to my cheek, so gently it almost broke me. "Tell me you haven't thought about this," he whispered. I opened my mouth to lie, but no sound came out. And then his lips were on mine. It wasn't soft kiss, it was hungry, desperate. The kiss of a man who had been fighting himself too long. And I kissed him back like my life depended on it. When we finally pulled apart, both breathing hard, the shame crashed over me. I have to go," I stammered, grabbing my bag and fleeing before he could stop me. As the front door slammed behind me, one thought echoed in my mind. I have betrayed my sister, and there is no going back. I didn't answer his calls that weekend, or the text, or the email that just said please. Instead, I lay on my narrow bed in my tiny flat, staring at the cracked ceiling and hating myself. How did I get here? How did I become that woman